Let's get R&B squad. This is out of Ruth. I trust that this message meets you guys in good spirits. If you are new here, welcome. We're happy to have you, and Jesus is, of course, always happier. So I have two messages today. Both came from two dreams that I had, and I'm going to get right into those dreams and then the messages. As you listen, as I always say, you will know whether or not it's for you because there will be more than one confirmation in there, okay? So the first dream, I saw what looked like a man and a woman having a conversation. They were in this room. It looked very much like it was the woman's place, like it was her apartment. And the man and the woman were having a conversation. And then the man, for some reason or other, he had to leave. So they walked out of the room that they were in and they went into the living room where they stood talking some more for a while, and then the man had to go. It was something that he had to take care of, so he had to go. And he left. And I remember the woman feeling very sad. Like I felt her emotion. She was feeling extremely sad about the fact that he had to leave. But for some reason, I was looking at her and I also knew the man's thoughts. It's like God allowed me to feel the man's heart toward her. And let me tell y'all something. This man had every intention of coming back. Like he was leaving, but he was leaving with a sinking feeling in his heart. He didn't want to go. He really didn't want to. It was something that he really had to tend to. So he had to go, but he definitely didn't want to. And he had every intention of coming back. And I was looking at her and I was thinking to tell her, he's coming back. You don't have to be so sad. This man is coming back. His heart is set on coming back. But then before I could say anything to her, she walks back into the room where they were having the conversation in the first place before they moved into the living room. And in that room, she notices that it's all of his stuff that he left in the room. And she didn't even notice before that he had put all his stuff there. And when I say all of his stuff, I mean like really personal items that you wouldn't necessarily leave behind in a place where you didn't intend to return, or that you wouldn't leave behind at all. It was like really personal items that he left in this room at her place where they were having this very intimate conversation. Okay? And I looked at it and I smiled to myself because I was thinking he left those things there because he has every intention of coming back. It's just like I thought. He doesn't want to leave. He didn't want to leave. He left because he didn't have a choice at the moment. It was something that he had to tend to, but he has every intention of coming back. Look how he left all his stuff. And that was the end of that dream. Okay? So now I'm going to get into the second dream and then I'm going to explain both. The second dream may or may not be related to the first dream, okay? This may be a separate message in and of itself. For some of you, both of you, for some of you, you're going to be able to relate to both, okay? So in the second dream, I saw this person come into this other person's home and start doing laundry. As soon as they got in there, they started doing their laundry. It was their laundry that they had brought with them, and they started to do their laundry at this other person's home. It was a very quick dream, and that was the end of the dream. So let me get into the interpretation. So for the first dream, for those of you whom the first dream is for, there is a person that is in your life. The two of you may currently be in separation. This person is the person that God has chosen to be your husband or your wife, okay? Even though the two of you may be in separation right now, or you may be about to enter a separation, like you may not have heard from this person for a couple days and you're wondering what's going on, and you're probably just entering into the separation, or you're already in the separation. This is just to confirm that this person has every intention of coming back. That man left all of his stuff in that dream. That man left all of his personal items that people don't go without every day in that place, in that woman's place. Okay? And I had the sense that he did it deliberately because he wanted to come back. This person, even though they're separated from you, his or her heart is with you. His or her heart, ma'am or sir, whoever you are listening to this, if this is for you, this person's heart is with you. They may have left because they have some things to take care of. And you see, that's the thing. Many times we think it's the enemy that's separating us from the person that God chose for us. Sometimes it's God. Sometimes it's some things that you need to take care of on your end and some things that they need to take care of on their end. And the two of you, it's not wise for the two of you to come together until those things are taken care of. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay? And it's some issues, it's much better to deal with them before you're married. It's much better to deal with them before you're engaged even, because I'm a firm believer that your engagement should be a period of enjoyment. You should not be stressed out in dealing with stuff that should have been dealt with before when you're engaged, let alone when you're married. Okay? There are still some kinks that you're going to have to iron out when you're engaged. However, none of that should be causing you any stress. The stressful stuff, the bigger stuff, it is best, trust and believe, to deal with it before you even head into an engagement, and definitely before you head into a marriage. So some separations are actually ordained by God, not because he's trying to hurt you, but because he knows what's best for both of you, and he knows the best time for the two of you to come together. So he'll allow y'all to come together every now and then, just enough to keep the love alive, to keep the connection alive, okay? But y'all won't be able to come together fully until everything that needs to be taken care of on your end is taken care of, and everything that needs to be taken care of on their end is taken care of, if that makes sense. All right? So for whom this is for, just rest assured, know that your heart, this person's heart is with you. They didn't want to leave. They left because they had to. They didn't have a choice. It's something that they had to take care of. Like in Song of Solomon, when the Shulamite maiden, when her beloved had to go to take care of work, that was something that he had to do. But his heart was with her the entire time. He was in those fields tending to those flowers and those animals, and he was in his vineyard tending to the plants and the flowers. And he was gathering flowers to take them back to her. That's how heavy she was on his mind and in his heart. So that's where this person is at right now. This person, he or she really wants to be with you, and they have every intention of coming back. So cheer up, don't be sad. The separation is only temporary, all right? Now, the second dream. This particular dream reminded me of the scripture verse, and the dream was repeated to Pharaoh twice, because the thing has been established by God and will shortly come to pass. I'm going to put that scripture in the description box, okay? Now, just the other day, the Lord gave me another dream about something in the dark coming out in the open. So the fact that he mentions it again, this person was washing laundry. They were doing their laundry, dirty laundry that they needed to do their laundry, more or less. So it's something that somebody needs to come clean about to you. Notice that this person went to somebody else's home to do their laundry, all right? They took their laundry to somebody else's home to get their laundry done there. It's somebody that's going to come clean to you about something. Okay, this could be a family member, a loved one, it could be a friend, it could be your significant other, it could be your God-ordained spouse. This person has something that they need to get off their chest, and they're going to come to you in a short time. The fact that the Lord is repeating it again, they're going to come to you in a short time and let you know what that thing is. So I hope that this message blessed someone. I love you guys. I will be back with another word as soon as the Lord releases me. Take care.